back to T-Boys TV. I hope you're well. I'm well. Obviously, episode 10 of Premier League predictions, as well as when we review the games. Obviously, I'm here with Brad. Now, it's his second time he's been on the channel, and the last time was for the United game. But yeah, how are you, mate?
Good, thank you. Doing really well. Obviously pleased with the Ralph Rangnick news. That's
yeah. We'll definitely get into that. We'll definitely get into that one, mate. Don't you worry about that. But yeah, go on, finish off what you're saying, mate.
Yeah. Funnily enough, last time I was on here, I predicted United to beat Liverpool 2-1. I thought we'd turn up, but we never ever did. It was a horrible day for me. Obviously, a splendid day for you.
Yeah, mate, it's lovely.
But yeah, I'm hoping for a lot more happier days going into this festive period. You know, we've got Chelsea at the weekend. Not too confident about that. Despite the positivity we've had this week, we could get a result there. It might sound delusional of me to say that, but I definitely think that it's possible.
I don't think it does.
No.
Because as you said, obviously, you know, he ain't going to be there for that game, actually, is he?
No, he's not. It's going to be Carrick. But I'm hoping he'll be in the stands watching.
Yeah,
because I think it will get to the players. I think it'll make them be like, oh, you know, we better start performing. This guy is ruthless. So, you know, that's the kind of fear I want the players to get from Ralph Rangnick, because, you know, I think, you know, that's the sort of mentality that we need. We haven't had that for almost a decade.
Yeah,
which was
it's true. It's true. Yeah, it's true. As much as I like banter Man United, obviously rivalry, it's only right. Like, it is looking good. That is a very good interim. But yeah, as I said, we'll touch on that in a bit. Going to read some comments. Also, people, I've got a new sort of style of thing. It is very similar to someone else I guarantee you're all subscribed to, but yeah, it's going to be more. Yeah, well, you'll know what I mean when I show you lot. But Kenny, big up Kenny. He says, "Yo, just going to say we are beating Chelsea. Hope this helps." Obviously, we'll dive into that. He also says, "Big up Brad, the lad, and Tyler. Big up yourself." He also says, "Brad to get perfect points." We'll have to wait and see. I mean, when you come on, Kenny, and done the Premier League ones, you actually done really well. You got like 4 bang on. So, yeah, he done really well in that one. He also says Carrick will pull off a massive win. Obviously, as you can see, he is confident. He also says, I think Carrick is a promising coach, especially being taught by Rangnick. And apologies about that noise. That is my mic. I don't know what is going on there. He also says, of course, he only had 1 game, but he's only 40. He has time. Well then. But yeah, obviously, we're going to get into the new style. You know what I mean? So here it is. Bear with me. Let me just share my screen. You know what I mean? So, obviously, as you can see here, we have a new setup. So you lot know who I'm talking about, at what points, you know, etc. Here we go. As you can see, so obviously the first game of last weekend at King Power, obviously an average Leicester played a high-flying Chelsea. Obviously, Chelsea winning 3-0. You know, it could have been a lot more. You know, it's one of them just Chelsea dominant performances. Goal from Rudiger, Kante with a screamer, and then Pulisic coming on and getting a goal. Could have been a lot more. But Brad, what did you make of this game, mate?
I didn't see the whole game live, but I do remember seeing Chelsea playing magnificently. I made a joke to my dad and said, "Could I become a bloody Chelsea fan?" This was a joke, you know, but because I loved the way that they were playing, you know, and the fact, you know, the togetherness that they had and everything. You know, they had a plan, they had a proper owner. I know people say, "Oh, you know, you're saying that, you know, for plastic support." Obviously, I'm only joking, you know, but yeah, Chelsea were ruthless. They had like 4 goals offside, rolled out for offside. It could have been a cricket score, honestly. It could have been double figures. You know, we all
Yeah.
know that Leicester did that to Southampton almost, winning 9-0. It could have been more than that from Chelsea's perspective. And they were against Juventus in the Champions League in midweek, you know. But yeah, Chelsea were fantastic, and that's what makes me fear about them on Sunday.
Yeah, no, definitely. You summed that game up very well. Obviously, 3-0. People are very surprised with the Kante goal. Now, for me, I'm not surprised because he's got that in him. He rarely goes forward and takes a shot like that, but he's got that in him. So, for me, I'm not really surprised about that. Obviously, Rudiger getting a goal, like I said, it was just, as Brad said, it could have been a lot more. It could have been horrible. But yeah, it was absolutely crazy there. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game. Was some cracking games last week, and this was one of them. Let me go through the points actually. Sorry, I forgot to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, let me go through the points. Bear with me so I can actually go back to it. Right, here we go. So I said 2-1, and obviously I had my mate on, Arsenal fan last week. I said 2-1 Chelsea. He said 2-0 Chelsea. What did I say? I said 2-1, and he said 2. Yeah, that's how it was. So obviously we both got a point from that. But this game, now obviously, what was his face? Eddie Howe. Obviously he weren't there. But, this is the first time since Newcastle would have had a new owner, new manager. It'd been buzzing in there. Obviously it was as well. Taking on a Brentford team who had four losses on the bounce. I think it's 4 losses. What a game this was, 6-goal thriller. Obviously, I said 2-0 Newcastle. I thought Brentford's form, Newcastle, St James's Park would be buzzing. I thought they'd get a clean sheet, mate. I know that's a bit rare of them this season, but I just thought it against this out of form Brentford team. But obviously, it ended up 3-3. Now, for me, from this game, what I will say from a Newcastle perspective, their attack's very good, but their defence is very questionable. And some of the way Brentford got their goals was just, it's a bit stupid, if I'm being totally honest. But did you see this game at all, Brad?
I did, yeah. I saw the goals. It was a crazy affair. I remember watching final score, watching like a live stream, and they were like, I started late. I had some technical issues, and for my Saturday stream, and it was all like, geez, I have to write all this down, because there was so many goals early on. It was hard to keep up, and it was definitely one of the surprise results for me. I predicted a Newcastle win.
Yeah.
No,
that's what I'm saying. I did as well. You just thought it, didn't you? Because a new bounce and everything like that.
Yeah, I said, if Newcastle, if Eddie Howe was there, Newcastle would have won.
Yeah,
that's
I agree.
Probably not a really big statement, but yeah, that was my opinion on the whole thing.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to read some comments. Big up Cop, he says, yes, guys. He also says, big up Tyler, big up your damn self. He also says, predictions for Chelsea United. We'll go into that. Kenny says, these points should count for the guests, in my opinion. I predict 3-3, Brentford, Leicester. The thing is, I know what you're saying. The thing is, I would do it like that with the guests, but you have to come on this show every single week. Because otherwise, I can't keep up with it. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. I'll probably start that next season, because starting it now is a bit. And then next season I can have more of what I'm going to do for a prize. Whoever wins the whole thing, I'll start it from next season. So yeah. Kenny says Brad Singh Carrick at the wheel. Cop says Ollie's at the wheel. Not anymore, Cop. But yeah, I'll start it. Or I'll tell you what I'll do. Because obviously I do Champions League as well. When the knockout stages come, I'll do them from there. So yeah. Well, to be fair, if you don't come on the live, but it is recommended because it'll be easier, so I know who's actually doing it. DM me on Instagram because I don't have Twitter. DM me on whatever account because I've got two. Your predictions, and then I can write them on from there. I could do it like that. So yeah, but yeah, we'll move on from that game. Next game, another 3-3. You know what I mean? Seeing Burnley score 3 goals is an absolute madness. We saw it here. Obviously, I scored 3 against Brentford as well. So, you know, that's been 2 games in a row. Took on Crystal Palace. Obviously, people were a bit sceptical, of Palace due to, you know, VIEIRA not really having the Premier League experience. But he's done well. He's done very well. Gallagher, you know, he's flying high. Benteke getting a couple of goals. You know, Burnley, obviously, Cornet with a goal. And, you know, since he's been there, he has been exceptional. You didn't really expect Burnley to sign somebody like that. But, yeah, he has been exceptional. That goal was unreal. But, yeah, Brad, what did you have to make of this game?
Another thoroughly very entertaining game. I predicted a win for Crystal Palace. I said 2-1 to Palace. I was one of those people who was quite sceptical about Patrick Vieira, but he's done a magnificent job. And fair play to him. I think he's done a really good job so far. And Palace were very fortunate, though, not to have a player sent off. Anderson took out Wood. Well, didn't take him out like a dangerous tackle, but like a denial of a goal scoring opportunity. It was the last man, and the referee doesn't even give a foul. You know, it was a bit of a shocker on his part. Yeah. Anyhow, you know, it was a magnificent game of football. You know, 2 teams going for it, and I think Sean Dyche is, to be fair to him, he's trying to change the style of play. I don't think he wants to play that dull long ball, you know, malarkey. I don't think he wants to be like Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp as such, you know. But I do think, you know, he wants to play some better football because he knows that Burnley have proved their worth in the Premier League, and they are growing and they are getting better. So yeah, I do think, you know, it was Cornet is a really good signing. I didn't really think
Yeah.
But he's done he's been magnificent, and I think, you know, I think there'll be a lot of other clubs might be sniffing around for him in the future.
Yeah. Well, as you said, like, I didn't really expect it. He was an unexpected signing. You know what I mean? No one would have expected. You know, it's not a Burnley type of signing, but yeah, he's done exceptional there. You know what I mean? We'll move on to the next game. I'll watch this game now. Oh my days! For a while, this game was absolutely dreadful, mate. Until the last 6 minutes, that's when the game was good. You know what I mean? But Watkins, what a goal that was. What a goal that was. He's got that in him where he can run and, you know, take a shot like that. You know, he done that again. And then obviously Mings getting a goal. It wasn't a header as well. It was a rebound. But yeah, I thought the game was equal up until that moment. You know, Brighton weren't really causing too much of a threat. But obviously this was Gerrard's first game as manager as well. So obviously a good start. And yeah, I didn't even read the points on the other game, sorry. So I said 1-0 Palace, not that aged well. And mate went for a 0-0 draw. So, you know, none of us got any, well, he got a point, but, you know, not predict scores. And then this game after 2-1 Villa, so obviously I got a point. And my mate said 3-0 Villa, so obviously he got a point as well. But yeah, obviously Gerrard starting off with a win. But yeah, Brad, what you got to say about this game? Obviously on your channel you do 3 o'clock games, and I was covering this game for you.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all right.
Phone's not.
I think we're having a bit of troubles here, people.
Finger came up.
You all right? You there?
Hello.
Yeah, I think he's back. I think he's back, people. Hello? Yeah, he's don't know what's going on there, people. You know what I mean? He will be back though. He will be back. But yeah, as I said about the game, you know, that's what I thought. You know, it's one of them where it was dead up until the last couple of minutes. But yeah, let me just double check my sound's all good because I know it's playing up. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, you know, we'll give it. We'll see if he's going to be here in a minute, and then obviously if he is, if it's not lagging like that, I'll let him say his thoughts again. But if it does, we will just move on, I guess. So yeah, we will. We'll wait for him. We'll see what's going on. Yeah, let me just drop him a message. You know what I mean? Let me just. No, I dropped him a message. I think. Well, it sounded like his phone was having a bit of an issue. But yeah, I've dropped him a message. Do you know what? I'll just move on to the next game, and then if he does reply, oh, actually, I need him for the next game. We'll wait then. We'll wait a couple of minutes, see what happens, and then yeah, we will. We'll see from there. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up everyone that smashed a like. Big up everyone that subscribed. Obviously, we're nearly on the road to 400. So yeah, if you could promote the channel or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, that would be much appreciated. Big up Chris. He says, "Hi mate, hope you're well." Yeah, I'm all right, thank you. What about you? We were with Brad, as you can see by the thumbnail, but I think he had a bit of technical issues. So I've messaged him. Hopefully he's going to be back because he was talking about this game that you can see right in front of me. Obviously, I said my thoughts. And then the next game, even if I move on, I sort of need him. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll message him. Well, I've messaged him, just waiting. Just my usual self, thanks, as everyone knows me. Absolutely, mate. But yeah, literally, as I said, we're nearly on 400 subs, which for me is crazy considering how long we have actually been doing this channel. 7 months now. So yeah, if you could share the channel, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, it would be much appreciated. But yeah, if Brad isn't here in a couple of minutes, I'll probably just go through the games and then see if he can come back on for the predictions. And also, people in the chat, if you missed it, from the knockout stages in the Champions League, we are going to be doing predictions and with the guests as well. So, you know, even if you message me your score predictions on Instagram, don't matter what account, just not Twitter, as I don't use that, don't even have it, or come in the chat and say your comments. I'll also count the guests as part of this, and it won't even be me v guests anymore. It'd be me versus, say Kenny was on it, me versus Kenny, others, and then I can probably do these streams by myself as well while you lot are in the chat. And yeah, but this stream's going to be quite a while today, because obviously we're going to run through the games. You know how it is, predict the games. Once we've looked at all the games, we're going to go through the table, and then we will do a team of the week for last week. And then, yeah, obviously preview the games. So that's how these Premier League streams are going to be. So, yeah, but Brad is back. I'm hearing Brad is back. So, yeah. Or is he? Or is he back? I can't see him. You know what I mean? It's John Cena business. I can't see him. Yeah. I can't see him. Apparently he's backstage, people, but I can't see him. So I've told him to leave and join back. So yeah, let me just see what happens there. He got a message and he accidentally clicked on it, people. So it wasn't Wi-Fi issues or anything like that. He had a bit of trouble. Here he is now, though. He's back again. You know what I mean? He's here. He's there. He's every fucking where. You know what I mean? He's back. But yeah, no worries, mate.
Sorry
Obviously, no worries. Obviously, we were talking about. Oh, why did I do that? We were talking about the Villa game. I was let you have your thoughts. So yeah, what did you make of the 2-0 victory? Gerrard's first managerial game.
I was surprised that it was so boring for a long, long time. Because I thought, new manager bounce would be like, really get the players going, and it's an icon. It's not just any manager. It's Steven Gerrard. I know I'm a United fan, but still, he is an icon of the game. Regardless of who you support, regardless how biased you are, it's true. And good start for him. I think he will turn things around at Villa Park, and I think he will be quite similar to Sir Alex in some ways, because I'm not saying he's going to win so many trophies, but he's going to be a man that you don't want to let down because of how happy he is and how successful his career has been. So that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, now fair enough. I mean, obviously, as I said, I watched the game fully, and the football is a lot different. It's more attacking. You know how Gerrard is; he likes to play attacking football. But yeah, it was a dead game until the last 6 minutes. So yeah, but big up Chris. He says hi to Brad.
You right there, Chris? Hope you're all good.
But yeah, we'll move on to the next game. Oh, here are you. I was going to move on to the next game, but obviously, that's when you weren't there. So I thought it's only right. I'm not even trying to annoy you. I just wanted to see your thoughts. You know what I mean? Obviously, for this game, I said a 2-2 draw. I didn't think United would win. Obviously, they didn't. But yeah, I didn't say I lost. And then my mate actually got a point because he said 2-1 to Watford. But yeah, Brad, obviously, I know on your channel you was fuming, rightly so, especially when it's Watford, you know what I mean? But yeah, obviously, it was one of them shocking displays. So I know roughly what you're going to say, but what were your overall thoughts of the game?
Pretty shambolic. I felt awful. I didn't really feel angry. I was annoyed. I know I said a lot of expletives about the Glazers and and about Harry Maguire, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I just had enough of repeating myself. And I just said, it's got to be the end. The fact that Norwich City sacked their manager and they were bottom of the Premier League.
Oh, it's happened again, people. It's happened again. It's happened again. I did wonder. I did like you just saw my face, and I was like, "Whoa, what's happened here?" Let me just see if he's backstage. No, he's not backstage. Yeah, sorry about this, people. Oh, now he is. We are having issues today. Here we go. Here he is.
Yeah.
He's back again. Right, let me just share my screen again.
I don't know what happened that time.
No worries, mate.
Last time that was my fault. I clicked onto it, and then this time it's
All right,
just,
there we go.
yeah. But yeah, it was a disgrace. I was very pleased that Ollie got sacked. Because it was just the end of lots of stress. I think the fact that we've actually made a decent appointment in terms of management. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's positive. That we've got Ralph Ragnick coming in. He is going to be ruthless. Ollie was Mr. Nice Guy. Now, there's going to be a guy who's going to get back to the hills because, he's going to run the club, basically, not the Glazers and not the board, because that's the decision that they made. And now they're letting a great guy, who's got so much experience and has been so successful.
It's happened again. I think it's happened again, people. Yep, it's happened again. I don't know what is going on here. Yeah, bear with us. Yeah, I don't know what is going on here, people. Apologies about this. He's back again. Third time lucky? Actually, no, it's fourth. He's back. He's back. Nah, it's all right, mate. It's all right.
Trying to sabotage my internet.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, like I was saying, it was a shambles, and hopefully there's a lot more to be excited about this time around.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's one of them, isn't it? Where that game is just like, yeah, you've got to go, Ollie. Like, you can't be losing 4-1 to Watford like that. I know we lost 3-0, but like, I'm just saying in general, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of them things. You just can't be doing that. And obviously the other results as well. The 5-0 to Liverpool. The 2-0 loss to City, and it was just just not good performances at all. So yeah, it had to happen. It was one of them. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game, which was a shock in my eyes. Obviously, I know Wolves have been doing well recently. Obviously, people aren't really talking about them. Hwang and Jimenez, their link-up play has been exceptional. Jimenez has been good since he's come back. But I was very, very surprised with this. Obviously, high-flying West Ham as well. And for this game, I don't think the international break helped them because obviously they were buzzing because they beat us, rightly so. But yeah, I don't think it helped them in that aspect. But in this game, they were poor. They were poor, mate. Fabianski was their best player. He made some great saves. The goal from Jimenez, he couldn't have done anything, I don't think. I think that was a great goal by Jimenez inside the D. But yeah, Brad, what did you have to make of this game?
Yeah, it was a shock result. I thought West Ham wasn't the greatest day, but they'll bounce back. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, no doubt about that.
I don't worry about West Ham. I hope they don't tail off because I think they've been on such a great journey. And I think I think they were. It was probably the right result. I thought Wolves did play well overall, but again, we do need to see some how West Ham can bounce back because I can't remember the last time. I think we were the last team to beat them, Man United.
I think it's happened again. Yeah, it's happened again. Apologies about this, people. I don't know what is going on from his end. I don't have a Scooby Doo, mate. I'll just might as well keep screen because I know he's going to be back, and he's back now. Oh, up in there. You back? I can hear him. And I can see him. There you go. He's back.
But there's a problem with my internet. Keeps refreshing, and then I have to like.
Yeah, it could be that, mate. It could be.
That's what's going on. It's
What I mean, what's the weather like there? Is it snowing like crazy? Because it could be that playing a part.
I don't know. It's just no, it's not raining. It's not snowing. No, there's nothing wrong with the weather. I just think there might be an internet problem. It just keeps refreshing. Really, that's what it keeps doing. That it's nothing to do with me. I'm not pressing anything. It just keeps doing itself and interrupting. So
don't worry, mate. It's one of them. You can't do anything about it, can you? So yeah. But what was you saying about this game? Obviously, you said Wolves deserved it, and
Wolves probably deserved it. It's a good day for them, and they're doing all right. They're a decent team, and West Ham will just bounce back.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Yeah. Obviously, we'll move on to the next game. Very good result for Norwich. In the Wolves game, sorry, I didn't do the points. I went with a 3-1 West Ham. And my mate went with a 2-1 West Ham, so obviously we've got no points there. This game, I said 1-1, and my mate said 1-0 Southampton. Obviously, I thought Norwich would get a good result for them. I didn't expect to win, but Dean Smith gets revenge after Southampton beat them when he was at Villa, and he obviously got sacked from it. But yeah, very good win for Norwich. Goal from Shea Adams early, and then shortly after that, gets a goal, and then Grant gets the winning goal. Now, could Norwich stay up? Could they stay up? Everyone's starting to think they can. For me, I don't know. I don't know. I'll be honest. They've got a chance now. I think Dean Smith's a good manager. Obviously, you look at his time with Villa. He got him up from the Championship. It was one of them things where he had to get sacked because you can't lose 5 games like that on the bounce. But yeah, I think he's a good manager. I think they'll still get relegated. Maybe not finish rock bottom, but I think it's one of them where they'll go down and they'll smash the Championship like they always do. The players and even the manager will be too good for the Championship. I think all the teams that will go down, in my opinion, the teams that will go down are Leeds, not in order, but Leeds, Norwich, probably Newcastle. I think all them teams are just, all their managers, I think they're all good enough to stay up. Go back up, sorry. Brad is obviously gone again, as you can see. He is backstage again. I think the Wi-Fi is having a madness today, as was said earlier. But yeah, obviously he's back now. But yeah, what did you have to make of this game, Brad?
Good win for Norwich. Pleased to see them win back to back. I think Norwich can stay up. Dean Smith's never been relegated as a manager. He's got a good record, so I think it's a very good appointment, and I think he will add a lot of quality to the team. That's all I've got to say about it.
Oh, fair enough. So there's that game. Talking about here we go. Yeah. Obviously, I've done a match reaction, player ratings, and that, so I won't go on for too long. As much as I want to, because it's a very good win, clean sheet as well. Obviously, I've done a watch along with Niall to it. Obviously, as I said, player ratings, match reaction, all of that as well. Now, obviously, in the game, I think the start was it's one of them. It just wasn't really great. I think the bit that livened it up was obviously the Klopp and Arteta moment. Now, obviously, I've said I don't know why Arteta's getting so vexed because it got given as a foul at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And you're just boosting the Liverpool fans, by starting on Klopp, etc. I did think Klopp was going to just chill, similar to when Lampard was mouthing off to him in the game that we held the title in and stuff like that. But yeah, it was one of them. And then obviously, literally for a while, Brad's gone again. But let me explain this, and I'll let him have his thoughts. For me, up until the goal, it was Liverpool versus Ramsdale. You know what I mean? The saves he was making out, the Trent one that he tipped over, done a Salah double save. Pretty sure he saved the Mane shot as well before the goal. Even the goal, he touched it and it still went in. Do you know what I mean? It was crazy. And then second half, we were just unreal. Jota with the goal. Brilliant bit of skill. I don't know what their Nuno Tavares or whatever his name is. I don't know what he was doing because he was going forward. Then he was like, no, I'm going to pass it back. Don't understand what he's doing there. But I don't care. You know what I mean? Ben White, he went flying, mate. He went flying. Bambi on ice settings, you know what I mean? And then Ramsdale got skilled up, but you can't slate Ramsdale because he had a great performance in that game, even though he conceded 4. That defence is still a bit young and inexperienced for me. But yeah, brilliant by Jota. And then Salah, he was trying all game to get a goal, he was trying to do too much, but what Salah's like. He's a hungry player. He wants to score goals. He got a goal here, which was great to see. Brilliant team play. Shimikas, great header over to Jota. Jota from the halfway line headed it through to Mane, and then Mane squared it across to Salah. Easy enough for Salah. He don't miss them chances. But yeah, that was brilliant team play. And even the last goal, Minamino coming on and getting a goal. When we cut teams open like this, for me, we are absolutely unreal. When we cut teams like this open, you got no chance. Shout out Vince McMahon, WWE settings. You got no chance in hell. You know what I mean? It's one of them things. But yeah, Arsenal didn't really threaten. I think they had one shot that I can think of. That was like, okay, fair enough. Aubameyang, good save by Alisson. That's all Alisson had to do, other than when the ball got played back to him, he'd just kick it out or do what he's got to. So yeah, that's what I'd say about that game. Obviously, as I said, done a match reaction, done a player ratings, so check them out if you haven't already. Big up everyone that has checked them out. But yeah, I think let's see if Brad is back. He most likely is, and yeah, I'll let him have his thoughts. No, he's not back. He is not back in this. He is not back. I don't know what's going on. I think it's Wi-Fi issues from his side, as he said. Apologies that it is that, people. Obviously, we can't do anything about it. But yeah, no, he's not actually here. So yeah, I guess I'll just move on to the next game because I'm pretty sure he won't want to talk about his rivals. Next game. Obviously, these are the Sunday games now. Man City getting a 3-0 win. What I will say about this game, Rodri masterclass. That's what it was. His goal was exceptional. From that distance, I know Pickford got a slight touch on it, but the power is just too much. I actually got this game right. For the Arsenal one, I said 3-1 Liverpool. Obviously, a Marche Arsenal fan said 3-1 Arsenal. Obviously, for me, Arsenal fans had right to be confident, but not that confident. Like a 2-1. If you're going to beat us at Anfield, if they were going to beat us, I'd have said 2-1. Obviously, I backed my team. I knew we were going to win. My score prediction was obviously close. I said 3-1. I just knew we'd put Arsenal back in their place. I'm not even trying to, be an idiot, but our team is just levels above theirs. Well, that's just facts. You know what I mean? And we're at Anfield as well. But yeah, they had the right to be confident, but not 3-1 for me. Obviously, because that loss we had to West Ham. But we had the international break to recover, regroup and recover. So yeah, and obviously we're at Anfield as well. Anfield with fans, we're just unreal. But yeah, I'm gonna see if Brad's quickly in here. Another one of his rivals. Yes, he is back. Yeah, Brad. You all right? You all right? He's listening. He's listening to me, yeah, man. But yeah, anything you want to say about the Liverpool game? Yeah, He's listening to me, yeah, man. But yeah, anything you want to say about the Liverpool game?
Yeah, I thought it would be a lot tighter than it actually was. I think, and I think obviously the performance overall from Liverpool was top class. Arsenal did well for a while. However, I do think that it's obviously going to be a tough challenge going to Anfield, and I think the club.
Right, it's happened again, people. What we're going to do, I'm going to message him. I'm just going to go through the games, and I'm probably going to tell him to put his score predictions in the chat. Because I know he was just listening to me. So shout out himself for that. Bear with me, people. Yeah, apologies about this, but it's just going to keep happening. So I'll just tell him to go into the chat and drop down his predictions. But yeah, obviously about the City game, as I was saying, Rodri masterclass. That goal was exceptional. I got this game spot on, and my mate did too as well. Narshe, he said 3-0 as well. Hello, Brad. Yeah, mate. I'll just say go into the chat and just say your thoughts on the games when I talk about it one by one. We're also going to be showing the table and then something else. So yeah, just stay tuned for that. And then obviously we're on to predictions. But yeah, 3-0 City. It's one of them. It was expected. Some people actually went, no worries, mate. Some people actually said a draw about this game. No, not with the way Everton are playing this season. You know what I mean? It's one of them. But yeah, 3-0 win for City. Great win for them. So yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say. Obviously, I spoke about Rodri as well. Well, I suppose I have to talk about that Cancelo pass as well. Outside of the boot to Sterling, exceptional pass. Sterling getting a goal. He's going to be full of confidence now. Obviously, getting a goal as well. It's not been a great season for him so far, even for England. Excuse me. When I went Wembley, he was the worst player. He was just not good at all when I went to that England game. But yeah, he's going to be full of confidence now. So yeah, we'll move on to the next game. Brad is probably typing his thoughts now. You know what I mean? But yeah, while he does that, I'm just going to check something real quick. Yeah, so yeah, I'll move on to the next game, which was obviously Tottenham versus Leeds. I got City versus Everton correct. Nice, well done. But yeah, obviously Tottenham 2-1. Let me just let people know you're gonna be in the chat, so I don't think this is like clickbait or something. I'll pin it. Right, there you go. There you go. So yeah, obviously Tottenham winning 2-1. Another game I got right. Narshe went with a 3-2 Leeds. Now, I don't think he actually believed that it's going to be 3-2. I think it's one of them just because he don't like Tottenham. You know what I mean? I think it was one of them. Yeah, so obviously Tottenham winning 2-1 now. The first half from the Tottenham perspective was terrible. Obviously, this was Conte's first game at home as a Tottenham manager in the Premier League. But yeah, the first half, Tottenham were terrible. Leeds getting a goal right before half time. Dan James, it's one of them simple enough finishes for him. And then, yeah, the main thing I want to know about this game is what did Conte say to him at half time? You know what I mean? He must have been going absolutely mental. You know what I mean? But Tottenham come out. Højbjerg got a goal. Now, for me, he's a very underrated player. You know, I look at the times when Liverpool beat him 3-1 last season, and he scored that banger. It's not because he scores bangers he's underrated. I just think he's a very good CDM, you know. The only problem he does have is he does tend to get cards a lot and do some silly fouls. But other than that, I think he's a really good player that's not spoken about enough. Yeah, and Brad just said there, I said Spurs would win comfortably. I went with a 2-1. I thought it'd be narrow, and obviously it was 2-1. You know, Leeds are not doing so great this season. As I said, I think they'll get relegated. Could be second season syndrome for them. But yeah, I thought it'd still be tight, you know, due to that reason. Leeds want to get some points. But yeah, another thing that I said on the preview in this game is Leeds don't have a good record against London teams in all competitions. So I knew that would play a part. Well, away from home anyway. But yeah, like what I will say, Leeds, they always bring great support. They bring great support here. But yeah, that second half from Tottenham was just a lot better. Obviously, Reguilon getting a goal as well. Dyer, free kick, deflected off the post. Reguilon bounced out to him, finished it. And yeah, he got the winning goal there. And obviously, that was the last game of the weekend through last week. So yeah, but what we're going to do now, I'm watching you on my Xbox One. Nah, sick, mate. What we'll do now is we are going to do a team. No, we're not. We're going to look at the Premier League table first. So yeah, obviously we'll run through that. So this is what the table's looking like. I tried to get a screenshot of it, but you can. So what the table's looking like: Chelsea top, City second, Liverpool third. Yeah, it's like that. So Norwich have went up a space. Newcastle still winless. Let me zoom out so you can see the whole thing. A bit hard to see, but yeah. So obviously, as you can see here, Chelsea top, 1 loss. Obviously, got 3 points through Leicester. City in second, obviously above us due to that win against Everton. We're in third, 25 points. West Ham in fourth. So we went back above them. Obviously, they lost to Wolves. We got a win. Arsenal in fifth. Wolves in sixth. As I said earlier, people are not talking about Wolves. You know, as I said, the Jimenez and Hwang link-up's been exceptional. Jimenez been key for them since he's come back. Tottenham in seventh, 19 points. Man United in eighth. Brighton in ninth. Palace in 10th. Everton 11th. Leicester 12th. Which is crazy. Obviously, I've been average this season. Like, you look at that: 4 wins, 3 draws, 5 losses, average. I mean, Southampton in 13th, Brentford in 14th, Villa in 15th, Watford in 16th, Leeds in 17th, and then the 3 in the relegation zone are Burnley, Norwich, and Newcastle. So 2 out of the 3 teams I think will go down are in the relegation zone as it stands. Obviously, as I said, Norwich are higher. Well, they went up a space. You know what I mean? They're not bottom anymore. But yeah, that is the table. But what we're going to do now is we are going to do. I don't know why I'm going to zoom back in for this, but we are going to do a team of the week from last week. So yeah, get your comments down. Obviously, I'm going to say who I think. So goalkeeper. Oh, that's a bit too far out. Even though he conceded 4. You know, he prevented it from being a lot more. So for me, I'm going with Ramsdale in goal. So yeah, let me know what you lot are thinking. Obviously, Brad as well is in the comments. So yeah, I'm going to go with Ramsdale. You know what I mean? I'm going to see what you lot say. See if you lot agree. So the way I'll do it is I'll say who I think, agree or disagree. So yeah, let me know so we can do it. We can roll it that way. But yeah, we'll see what you lot say about that one. But yeah, as I say, he prevented it from being a lot more. So yeah, for me, he's my player that gets in for that through last week. Cornet. Yeah, we'll get into that, but we'll start off one by one. So goalkeeper, do you agree on Aaron Ramsdale? We'll obviously get into that. So yeah. What's gonna do? I'd agree. Yeah. So we'll go with Ramsdale. So right back. Obviously Trent. Getting 2 assists. He's up there. Who else? So you've got Norwich. Jamal Lewis. He was good. Was it Jamal Lewis or was it no Max Aarons? Sorry, Max Aarons. For me, it's out of them. I'd say Trent, and Brad also says Trent. Yeah, 2 assists, mate. 2 assists. But fair play obviously deserves a shout out. The Norwich City, Max Aarons, obviously, the way he kept that ball on and actually crossed it in and got an assist from it. Fair play on the Pookie header. But yeah, I'll go Trent, 2 assists. And yeah, so yeah, we'll move on to left back. Oy. Now, I didn't think it was Shimaka's greatest game. I thought he was good, but not the level that he has been. I think the other Norwich player, Brandon Williams, is up, on loan. I think he's up there for a shout. Who else? Reguilon, obviously getting a goal for Tottenham. Who else? Potentially put a Watford one in there. But I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Cancelo as well. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Cancelo for that pass, and Brad's going Cancelo as well. That pass was exceptional to Sterling, and obviously got an assist from it. So yeah, I'll agree on that one. Centre backs now, right-sided centre back. You have, who do you have when you think about it? So we had Van Dijk and was it Konate? No, Matip. I think Van Dijk was all right. Rudiger, yeah, that's a good shout. Obviously getting a goal as well. Who else? You can't really say Newcastle or Brentford players for me because, it's 3-3. Same with Burnley, Palace. Yeah, I'll go with Rudiger. I'll go with Rudiger. I'm happy with that. Obviously got a goal, as I said. Yeah, I'll go with that. Hanley. That's another. Yeah, let's go Rudiger and Hanley. Let's just go with them two, you know what I mean? But yeah, midfield. Obviously, we're doing a 4-3-3, as you can see. Midfield. Now, this is interesting. Obviously, you got Kante. You got Fabinho. I'm going to go Kante as a CDM. I know it says CM there, but just act like that's a deep one. Yep, Kante, we agree on that. Yeah, that goal, like, people were surprised, as I said earlier, but he pops up with them every now and then when he wants to, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going to go with Kante. Brad also goes with Kante there. Yeah, so we agree with that. Now, 2 midfielders. Other midfielders, sorry. Who else? You got no. Don't know, Midfielders. What are we saying for midfielders, people? Rodri? Yeah, we'll put Rodri there. I know he's also a CDM, but we'll go Rodri. Yeah, I'll go Rodri. I'm sure you agree with that, Brad, because obviously you got that great goal. And Højbjerg, it's too defensive. Højbjerg as well. Yeah, I'm gonna put Højbjerg. I know they're all CDMs, but I'm gonna go Højbjerg. He had a very good game. Bar the yellow card he got early on. I think he got a yellow card early on anyway. Yeah, I'm going to go with them. Cleverly, I don't know. Like, I'm not even saying it because he's a Watford player. I don't know. I think Højbjerg was more influential, if that's the right word, in this game. So yeah, I'm gonna go for them personally. Yeah. Do you agree or disagree? But yeah. No, I didn't think of Højbjerg. Yeah, I'm gonna go Højbjerg. You just said Højbjerg's a good shout. Yeah, I'm gonna go with him. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Right, so a left wing Cornet straight away. I know he plays striker, but he can play on the left wing as well. Where it says left wing there as well. Right wing Salah. You go Salah. Oh, actually, nah. Saul. I know he missed two. He missed two pens, but he did get a goal and an assist. No, I'm going Salah, mate. I'm going Salah. I don't care. I don't care. If he didn't miss them two penalties, definitely. Can't miss two penalties, mate, in one game. No, I'm going Salah, mate. I don't care. I'm sure Brad agrees on Cornet. Don't know about Salah. He'd probably go with Salah, but I'm not putting Salah in. And then striker. I'm going to go. Oh, he does go Salah. Striker, I'm going to go Jimenez. Obviously, that goal against West Ham was the winning goal, the only goal. Who else is really in there for a shout? Ivan Toney, maybe? Nah. Watkins. Watkins, actually. That great goal. Yeah, I'm going to go Jimenez. Since he's come back, the influence he's brung on this Wolves team. I think it's been exceptional. But yeah, I'm going to take a picture of this. And yeah, I'm probably going to post it on social media. See what people think of my team for last week. So yeah, that's mine and Brad's team. Sorry, team for last week. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. 2 Liverpool players in it, love it. 2 Chelsea. Yeah, I think that's a good team. So yeah, that is the team of the week from last week. Now, obviously, moving on to predictions for this week's games. So yeah, bear with me while I sort a few things out. So yeah, bear with me. Big up everyone in the chat though. Big up everyone on the stream as well. Make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already. Obviously, we're on the road to 400. We're very close now. 10 subscribers off. So if you could subscribe to the channel, and all of that, if you haven't already, it'd be much appreciated. Brad says, finally, yeah, trust me, mate, trust me. It's one of them, isn't it? But is this loaded or what? Yep, cool. It is loaded. Bear with me a second while I sort out what I've done here as well. So there you go, as you can see. You think that's it, people? You think that's it? You think that's all we got? No, mate, we got this as well. We're getting litty out here. But yeah, obviously, you think that's it? Oh, we got these as well. We've got these as well. Slideshow. So obviously Brad scores, and obviously your scores. Get your scores in as well. But yeah, obviously Brad is in the comments, as you can see. Unfortunately, he's having Wi-Fi issues. But yeah, obviously this is the first game of the weekend, kicking off 12:30 tomorrow. Arsenal taking on Newcastle. Now, obviously, Arsenal getting slapped up to Liverpool. Newcastle, drew in that mad game, one of the mad games with Brentford. For me, in this game, I know you lot have jotted down your predictions. Big up yourselves. You've both gone for a 3-1, Brad and Chris. For me, in this game, I am going to go with an Arsenal win. I believe this is going to be Eddie Howe is actually going to be there. I'm going to go for a bit of a shorter scoreline. Shout out James as well. Shout out Cop. James says 1-1. Interesting. Cop says 2-0. I'm going to go for a 2-1. And yeah, don't forget what I said earlier, people. From the knockout stages in the Champions League, we are going to be doing predictions for all of you. And if you're not on the stream at the time, if you DM me on Instagram, it doesn't matter what account, your predictions, then we will do that. So yeah, we're going to be starting it, and whoever gets the most points will be getting a prize. That could be money, that could be, I don't want to say too much, but yeah, I'll just say money for now. But yeah, for me, I'm going to go with the 2-1. I'm just going to make a note of Brad's prediction as well. Obviously, he's going for a 3-1. So yeah. No, the Newcastle. Don't worry, people. I will be reading them comments in a second. I'm going with a 2-1 Arsenal. Also, let me know what you're thinking of the new setup, so you know what game we're talking about if you join late, etc. But yeah, bear with me while I just write down the scores. Right, there you go. Eddie Howe team's defensive ear always open. For God's sake, Chris, is that not true, bro? It's true, but the line is iconic. Lots of teams' defenses are like that. Cop says Eddie Howe's teams. It's just saying that again. But yeah, there's that game we predicted. Next game, 3 o'clock. No, I don't like it when Liverpool play at 3 o'clock. If any of you lot can hear that outside, I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what's going on out there, but yeah, it's an absolute madness. Obviously, 3 o'clock, I don't like it. Liverpool play at 3. You know what I mean? It's just one of them. That's why I go to a lot of Luton games. Otherwise, obviously, you lot know my second team is Luton. Now, I'm going tomorrow, so there's going to be a vlog there. But yeah, this game, Hassan Hootle's come out and said it's impossible to win at Anfield. Obviously, with fans, we're exceptional on our day. I think this is going to be similar to when teams like not this season, but when teams like the Brightons, the Southamptons, they usually come to Anfield. It's usually like a 2-0 with a clean sheet. That's how I see this game going. So yeah, that's my prediction. You lot say Brad goes with a 3-0. Cop goes with 3-0. James goes with a 4-1. Chris goes with a 3-0. So a lot of 3-0s. Important we get early goal versus Southampton. Absolutely. Like I'm not saying they can't cause a threat. They absolutely can. Obviously, the likes of Shay Adams, Armstrong, who is basically another version of Danny Ings for me. Exceptional player. Obviously done really well at Blackburn last season as well. So yeah, I'm going with a 2-0 though. I think it's going to be the same result as the Porto game. I'm also going to be doing a lineup I would play, so feel free to comment down your lineups that you would play. And I've just wrote 2-0 Southampton by accident. But yeah, neutral or not, if you want to write down your lineup you would play, feel free. Feel absolutely free. But yeah, I'll do the lineup now. I'll read some comments. Cop says, I hate 3 o'clock. Trust me, mate. 2, because they're not on TV. I mean, I can watch them, but doing a watch along for them is just an absolute nightmare. I have to go online and my streams always lag. Yeah, you've got that issue. Chris says Southampton's solid defensively, but lack goals, in my opinion. That's very true. You see a lot of their results this season, and they are 1-0 games. So I definitely see where you're coming from there. But yeah, I'm going to do a lineup that I play. So obviously Alisson in goal. Kelleher's good. good backup, but not the level of Alisson. Centre backs, I would go with Virgil. Shout out Brad as well. He's just uploaded a video, so make sure you check that one out. Chelsea versus United preview. So I'll go Van Dijk, and I'll go I'll go Matip. Right back Trent. That's straightforward. Left back now Tsimikas. For me, was not the greatest the other day. Not that he was poor. I just thought he weren't the level of what he has been. Robertson looked very sharp when he come on. Obviously, I said that in my player ratings. Make sure you check that one out if you haven't already. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Robertson. I'm going to go with Robertson for this game. Centre mids, well, obviously, that counts as a CDM. Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago. That goal by Thiago, mate. Like, I was going mental when it actually happened, but when I look back at it, the way it, went through the player's legs, slightly skimmed the ground, not bounced up, but spun up. Oh, that was unreal. But yeah, I feel this is the strongest midfield we have right now. Thiago, Fabinho, Henderson. I think we should go with that. Thiago will be buzzing, full of confidence from that. Henderson obviously didn't start the other day. Obviously done some good link-up plays with Salah. And Fabinho's just solid CDM. And then I think it's straightforward up front as well. Mane on the left. Salah on the right, obviously. And Jota through the middle. Because, team news is still the same. So obviously no Firmino, no Keita, no Harvey Elliott, obviously. So yeah, it's the same in that aspect. But yeah, Milner not fit. No, Milner's not fit either. But yeah, I'm going to read some other comments. Brad's dropped his prediction for Villa. We'll get into that. Chris says Alisson, Arnold, Canate, Van Dijk, Tsimikas. Interesting. You're still staying with him. Fabinho, Milner, Ox. Yeah, Milner's not available. Salah, Jota, Mane. I'll play Matip, Robertson, Henderson, Thiago versus Everton. Yeah, that's going to be a massive game. Obviously, we know that derby. Yeah, we need to beat them. We seem to be managing Matip well this season. Must have an NHS injury-free vaccine before the season. James has done one. Shout out yourself. He says Alisson, Tsimikas, Virgil van Dijk, Canate, Trent, Thiago, Fabinho, Henderson, Salah, Mane, Jota. Now, for me, I don't mind who we play, but that's personally what I would go for. I think that's our strongest team we can play right now, to be honest. And, we need to close the gap, between us and obviously Chelsea and City. Because, we've got teams like West Ham right on our back. And, now Man United. But, yeah, that's the lineup I'd go for. So yeah, people. But shout out everyone that's done a lineup. I mean, Thiago instead of Milner then. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, that's what we'll either stop the screen. I still need the screen. But yeah, that's, as I said, that's what I'm going for. So yeah, and obviously drop my prediction as well. So yeah, moving on to the next game. Norwich, obviously I got a new badge. Now for me, it's better than the other one, but it's not really a huge difference, is it? Taking on Wolves. Now, obviously, they're both coming on the back of a win. Wolves getting a very good win against West Ham. They were dominating West Ham. Fabianski was their best player. And obviously, Norwich. Excuse me. Oh, my God, what's going on in my throat? When you need to clear it. But, yeah, it's one of them. Norwich, obviously, beating Southampton. Dean Smith getting revenge on Southampton because, obviously, they sacked him with Villa. But yeah, for me in this game, I think because they're both on the back of a win, I think it's going to be a draw. I can see Norwich getting some results now, getting some points. As I said, I still think they'll get relegated, but they're not going to go down without a fight. And Dean Smith has never been relegated. So, the people that say they reckon they'll stay up now, rightly so. I rate Dean Smith as a manager. Villa, it was just time for him to go. you can't have 5 losses on the bounce. But he done great things for them. You know, got them up from the Championship, etc. But yeah, for me, I'm going to go over 1-1 for this game. I'm going to go over 1-1. Chris says, which player from Southampton would you sign for Liverpool? Yeah, it's usually that, isn't it? Where we sign a lot of Southampton players, Mane, Van Dijk. You know, we returned them a favour and let them have Minamino on loan. But what player would I sign? Got quite a lot. Ward-Prowse. Armstrong, you know, he could be a really good backup. Ward-Prowse, you know he's going to be a set piece taker. He's very good at set pieces. I'd probably go Ward-Prowse. I think he's a very underrated player because the fact that he's another player we got for set pieces, he'll probably take them as well, if we're being honest. So yeah, I'd go Ward-Prowse. I think his quality, his passing is exceptional. Long range, short passing, you know, I think it's all exceptional. So yeah, I'll go Ward-Prowse. Shay Adams is another good shout as well. Cop says Ali, Trent, Kanate, Virgil van Dijk, Shimikas, Thiago, Hendo, Ox, Jota, Mane. Interesting. James goes with a 2-2. Yeah, so he's gone with a draw like me. Brad's gone for an away win for Wolves, a 1-0. So I need to make a note of that. Cop says 3-0. Jeez, 3-0 Wolves, you reckon? Norwich, 0, Wolves 2. Norwich have their Disneyland moment of beating Southampton back to reality. Matt, I think the points is going to continue. As I said, I don't think it's going to be a win, but I think it's going to be a draw. Ward-Prowse, Chris, yeah, see. I would sign Ward-Prowse, my favourite player that's not from Big Six, yeah. When he's not in the England team, I do get frustrated. I'm going to move the camera a bit down so you can just see my head. Yeah, when he's not in the England team, I do get a bit frustrated. Or when he gets given that chance in like that friendly and then, you know, I don't usually get annoyed because, you know, they have been World Cup qualifier games, but a player of that quality, you know, I feel he deserves to be playing for England. But yeah, I'm just going to get in the predictions now. But yeah, obviously, as I said earlier, starting from the knockout stages in the Champions League, because obviously I do predictions and that as well. We will be doing it for everybody that comes into the chat. So it's going to be everyone versus everyone this time, not me versus the guests. That is going to be starting. So yeah, and then the winner will get prize at the end of the season, or our prize, sorry. You know, it could be money, it could be a souvenir, you know what I mean? Not literally one you get at a zoo or something like that, but yeah, just stay tuned and make sure you always come onto them. And even if you can't, you're busy, send me through on Instagram because I don't have Twitter, your score predictions, and boom, we can sort it out through there. But yeah, let me just put in my prediction before I read some more comments and move on to the next game. What did Brad say? Brad, what did you go for, mate? A 1-0 to Wolves. Shout out Cop. He says, you think Tyler Morton can be a future Gerrard? I don't want to get too carried away because it is still early. But, you know, that pass he done the other day and, you know, how good he looked. Like, he didn't look out of position. Like, usually you have that a lot with youngsters when they come into games like this. You know, they do good passing and that, but they can look out of position. You know, and he wasn't. Even when he was passing the ball in tight spaces, it worked. Like, he passed the test every single time. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get too carried away, but there is things to his game that looks like he can. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I'm not going to get too carried away. No, yeah, what's going on there? Feel like Curtis Jones will do it. Yeah, he's in for a shout. But yeah, I don't want to get too carried away. And Gerrard's like legacy and name is just, you know, it's one of them. But yeah, he definitely, like with the stuff I've seen, he could be. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too carried away. But yeah, moving on to the next game, which is actually Gerrard as a manager in this game. VIEIRA versus Gerrard. Now, you know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing what the score is in this game. Obviously, I'm going to the Luton game, so I won't be able to watch it or anything like that. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Obviously, as I said earlier, people were a bit optimistic about Palace. I don't know that they're going to do well. Obviously, VIEIRA's never had Premier League experience, you know, but they're doing well. They are doing well. Obviously, got a 3-3 draw away at Burnley. I said they'll win, but, you know, it's one of them crazy games. But yeah, VIEIRA's doing very well there. You know, Gallagher is doing bits there. Benteke is starting to score again. So yeah, it's looking good over at Palace. Obviously, Villa got a win. Gerrard's first win as a manager. 2-0, as I said, the game was dead up until the last 6 minutes. And then Watkins with a great run, great finish. He's got that in him. And yeah, obviously Mings with a goal that wasn't a header. So yeah, it's a rebound, open goal, you know. But for me in this game, I think there's going to be a lot of goals. I think it's going to be very, very end to end. You know, Palace, the atmosphere at their ground is exceptional, underrated. And yeah, obviously Villa coming on the back of a win. For me in this game though, because you know Palace is a tough place to go when their fans are on it. I'm going to go over 2-2. I'm going to go over Desmond here. So yeah, that's what I think. Drop down your predictions if you haven't already. No, you lot have. You lot are on job. 2-0 Villa, says Cop. Interesting. James says 1-0 Palace. Interesting. 2-1 Villa. And Chris has gone for the same as me at 2-2. So yeah. Interesting score predictions. Yeah, I just think it's going to be one of them. It's going to be a lot of goals. Yeah. Be a good game. Both play attacking. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, 2-2 for me. And then Brad has gone with a 2-1. 2-1 to Villa. Interesting. So yeah, there's the predictions for that. Moving on to the next game. Might watch that as well as Liverpool. Yeah, I would if I was you, if I could. This game is obviously a 5:30 game, as you can see by the, you know, the darkness in the sky. Brighton taking on Leeds. Now, obviously, I think Leeds will get relegated. I think second season syndrome, you know, they just haven't looked great. I know they've had injuries like Bamford, you know, is key to them last season. But their football, their style of football does not help as well. Bielsa plays very, very open football where they can get caught out. Obviously, Brighton are going down a little bit in the table. Obviously, had an exceptional start. I knew this would happen. But yeah, I think Brighton win this game. I think it's going to be narrow. I think it's going to be similar for Leeds like it was to Tottenham in, you know, obviously they're going to be wanting points. But I feel it's going to be the exact same score as their defeat to Tottenham. So I'm going with a 2-1 to Brighton. Yeah, that's my prediction. What are you lot saying? I will check in a minute. What was it doing? Sorry. Yeah, sorry, people. Mine went blank. Cop goes with a. Might watch that as well. Villa is my number 2 club. 2-0. Is that to this game, mate? James goes with a 0-0. Jeez. I mean, I might come back and watch that from the game, so it better not be a 0-0. Brad's gone for a 2-1, so I need to make a note of that. 2-1 Leeds. He reckons Leeds will get some points here. So, yeah, there's his prediction for that. Chris says 2-2. Leeds straight up. Both Brighton and Leeds defences get open like a tin of beans. That's very true. Leeds more for me. But yeah, I'm going to go for 2-1 to Brighton. We'll move on to the next game, which is Brentford taking on Everton. Come on, Brentford. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's only right I say that. Everton not in a greatest of form going into this game as well. So, you know, obviously they had that 3-0 loss to City, which was expected. Obviously, I said 3-0. A few people did go over draw for that game, though, which is pretty interesting, especially away at the Etihad. But yeah, obviously Brentford, you know, obviously I got a crazy draw against Newcastle. I don't think no one expected that, even though there's always one madman that does expect that around the world or the UK, you know, for the Super Six. It's a madness. But yeah, for me in this game, you know, Brentford at home, you know, it's one of the 2 o'clock games. I don't like when they do that. I used to like when they used to do 12 o'clock, then the 2, then the 4:30 on Sundays. But yeah, for me, I think Brentford are going to win this game. I think it's going to be a 1-0 to Brentford. I think they're going to do it. Tasty game, 3-3 draw. What you reckon this game? This game's 3-3. Says the cop. I think he's on about this game. James says 3-0 Brentford. Jeez, you're way confident. DCL injured. Yeah, that's true. They're missing him as well. Rich Harlison's suspended. I can't stand Rich Harlison. Chris goes with a 2-2. Interesting. Brad's gone for a 1-1, so I need to make a note of that. I'm going to watch that, yes. There's a lot of good 2 o'clock games on Sunday. But yeah, let me just make a note of this. You know, Ivan Toney as well, obviously a Liverpool fan, so he's going to be buzzing. So hopefully for Brentford's sake, and now my sake, because I predicted them to win, hopefully get a goal. So yeah, 1-0 Brentford. What else? Brad went with a 1-1. Chris says Rafa Benitez team. Oh, sorry about that. Bloody throat, man. Solid defensively, but not with Everton. The defence couldn't defend plastic bag. Coming at them. Yeah, no, they're doing shocking this season. Next game, it's going to be a very good game. See, that's what I'm saying. This is the game I'm going to watch from my stepdad. Definitely going to watch this game. This is the best game out of the 2 o'clock for me. Sorry if you support any of the other teams that are playing at 2 o'clock, but you know, this one, obviously City second versus fourth. Yeah, second versus fourth. Now, last season, West Ham were very unlucky in this game. It was a 2-1 victory to Man City. You know, West Ham, you know, that's when a lot of people thought they'd get top 4 last season because how unlucky they were in that game. But yeah, for me, City at home, you know, West Ham obviously coming on the back of a loss. City are just on fire. Like, you look at that PSG game as well, the way they played in that was exceptional. Even the Everton win, you know, the 3-0, the clean sheet. Like, as I said, the PSG game, the comeback. For me in this game, I'm gonna go for another 2-1 to Manchester City. That is what I'm going for here. Brad says 2-1, so I need to make a note of that. James says 2-0 City. Chris says 3-1 City. City 1-1. Interesting. Common UI, so yeah, no, absolutely to help Liverpool out, and obviously you're saying that because United fan. But yeah, I think City just edge it, same as last season. Yeah, it's gonna be one of them, I think. Let's just make. What did you say again, Brad? 2-1, same as me. What are you lot saying? 3-1, City 1-1. Yeah, I read that. Brad, you support Liverpool. No, United. No, I was saying like he obviously would be happy because obviously it's his rivals. But yeah, next game, see another good 2 o'clock game. As much as I don't like the team on the right, it is a good 2 o'clock game because when you look at it, obviously Watford got the 4-1 victory against Man City. Obviously, good victory for them. You know, they were clinical, but United, well, were shite. You know what I mean? And like, were shite up until that moment as well. Obviously, Leicester, they've been average this season, suffering that 3-0 defeat to Chelsea. I think this is a game where Leicester do bounce back, though. I'll say that. They got a good win last night in Europe, 3-1. That group is crazy, that group they're in. Like, they could all still go through, and it's coming up to the last match day. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, I think they bounce back in this game. I'm going to go for a 5-goal thriller, though, because I think Watford will obviously be buzzing from that United win. Sarr, done well. As much as he missed 2 penalties, he did get a goal and 2 assists. Ben Foster's making some good saves, as much as I don't really like him. I think it's going to be a 5-goal thriller. I think it's going to be a lot of goals in this game. I'm going to go with a Leicester 3-2. Obviously, I'll read what you lot are saying in a minute. Brad has gone for a 2-1 to Leicester. James gone 3-2. Watford. I was about to say you've gone the same as me. There you haven't. Interesting. Leicester 2-1. So a lot of you think, 2 of you think 2-1. I think Rodgers is due a win. Yeah, I think this is where he gets a league win. Obviously, as I said, he got a win yesterday, 3-1 in the Europa League. A win in which they needed, if we're being totally honest. Not even because of form, like they just, when you look at a group, they needed it. But yeah, as I said, I think Watford will be obviously gassed because of that win they got against United. I'll be up for it, but yeah, I think Leicester snatch it. But yeah, another game. Oh no, sorry, there's 4 3 o'clock games. No, 2 o'clock games, I think. Burnley taking on Tottenham. Now, obviously, Burnley had that mad 3-3 draw. 2 games in a row, they scored 3 goals. I don't think they're scoring 3 here. I know Tottenham had that very shocking result last night. Obviously, losing to Mura, don't even know how it's said, the worst ranked team in the Conference League. I don't care what squad Tottenham put out, what lineup, they should still be beating them. Like, it's not even a question for me. But yeah, obviously, Tottenham, they actually played each other in the League Cup. I can't quite remember what the score was. I think it was 1-0 Tottenham. They played each other in the League Cup at Burnley. I think it's going to be tough for Tottenham again. Obviously, Burnley are the new, well, I say new, they've been in the Premier League long enough, but they are the Premier League Stoke. But yeah, obviously, as I said, scored 3 in their last 2 games, but I don't think that's happening here. For me, I think Tottenham sneak it. I think they get another 2-1 victory like they did against Leeds. So yeah, that's my prediction. You lot say Chris goes with a Burnley 1, Tottenham 2. Always going to be tight scoreline. Yeah, that's what I'm going for, a 2-1. Brad's gone for a 2-0 Tottenham. So has Kopp, and James has gone for a 1-1 Højbjerg to get sent off. Now, obviously, I was saying about Højbjerg earlier, how I feel he's an underrated player. Obviously, you look at that goal he scored against Liverpool when they lost 3-1. That was a great goal. I didn't say he's underrated because he can score bangers. I say he's underrated because, the tackles he does put in. Like, the only problem he does have is he does tend to give away silly fouls. But yeah, I think he's an underrated CDM. But yeah, as I said, I think Spurs sneak the win, get another 2-1 victory. Um, so yeah, Brad, what did you say? 2-0 to Spurs. Nice. Chris says Tottenham, we're down to 10 men, so always hard to get a result you want with 10 men. It's still embarrassing, I agree, but with 10 men, always hard. Yeah, I see what you mean, but the players they have, I know their players are not great, some of the players they have, but you know, they're a lot better than that team. That team were ranked bottom in the Conference League ratings. So yeah, Brad says, not going to lie, I wouldn't be motivated playing in the Conference League. Yeah, I know some of the players. Who was it that come out and said it? I think it's Ben Davies, but you know, it's just one of them things. Like, I don't know, mate. I don't know. Like, especially a team like Tottenham, they haven't won a trophy since '08. Yeah, I'm not counting this Audi Cup business. You know, you'd think there'd be. I know the Conference League's obviously not great competition, but surely you'd be motivated to win a trophy. And for me, that's their easiest route of winning a trophy. I still don't think they'll win it. I said that from the start. I did say Roma, but you know, the way they got slapped up 6-1 to that team, I don't know, mate. You know, you look at it though, some of the teams that might drop down from the Champions League, you know, Barcelona, I don't think Barcelona, but Atletico Madrid potentially. It's going to be someone out of Atletico, Porto, and Milan. They're all good teams. Well, for the Europa League, I think. Well, definitely Milan are. Not Milan, sorry, Atletico are. Milan, they do well in it. Same with Porto. You know, because Barcelona, mate, I can't see them winning their last game. They've got Bayern Munich away. Bayern Munich with a smoke there on, no chance, mate. So yeah, it could be one of them. Well, not Barca, obviously, but yeah, it could be. You know, it also depends who drops down. West Ham are in for a shout in the Europa League. Yeah, what am I chatting about? Because I just remembered Tottenham were in the Conference League, didn't they? But yeah, even teams that drop down from the Europa League, you know, it's going to be one of the teams in Leicester's group, and they all seem to be doing very well. Obviously, you've got that Polish team. You know, could be Leicester, could be Napoli. All right, you know, why can't one of them win it? But yeah, we'll move on from that because I actually butchered that. We'll read some comments before we go into the last game. Chris says, I agreed about Højbjerg, my type of player, no nonsense, gets stuck in, doesn't have to go there to chat with players about what they're having for dinner. Yeah, no, I do rate Højbjerg. I think he's a very good player. But yeah, obviously last game at 4:30, I am going to be doing a watch along with Niall. I know a lot of you like the collabs, so we're carrying that on. You know what I mean? It's only right. Chelsea taking on Man United. Now, obviously, I said to Brad, you know, I was going to let him talk a bit more about Ragnick. I don't even know how to say his name. Yeah, obviously, you know, he's having connection issues. If it's better sometime, then we'll obviously let that roll. Big up Daniel. He says, yes, brother. Big up your damn self. He says, let's get the 3 points against Norwich. I said, what did I say for that game? I went with we done it earlier, mate. 1-1 draw. I think the form Norwich are on. You know, obviously you got a very good win as well. But yeah. Chelsea 3-1. Yeah, we'll get into the scores. Obviously, as I was going to say, I was going to let Brad have his thoughts. Obviously, another time we'll let that happen because I'm sure his internet will be better one time. But yeah, it's just having troubles. You know, there's nothing we can do about it. But yeah, Brad goes 3-1. James goes 4-1 Chelsea. Jeez. United win here, Chris goes for. This could be controversial, but I think United beat Chelsea at the weekend or get a result at Chelsea caretaker spell. Reminds me of Ollie's takeover spell. I can see what you're saying. Obviously, got to win. And I remember Ollie had them few good games, and obviously United rushed in, and you know the rest is history. But yeah, Brad says, I hope you're right, Chris. I'd be happy if 2-1. Yeah, absolutely. From your perspective, for me, I think Chelsea. I think United put up a very good game. but I do think Chelsea sneak it. Or do I? Nah. Screw that. I think United get a result here. I know Chelsea have been on great form. Obviously, got a very good win in the Champions League as well, 4-0 against Juventus. Obviously, I didn't expect that. I said 2-1 Juve. Even people that did say Chelsea win, most of them went for a 2-0. But yeah, it was great display by them. Obviously, great display against Leicester. Could have been a lot more. But yeah, I think United can get a result here. Obviously, United got a good win. VIEIRA, it's not always an easy place to go as well. And they got a clean sheet there. So fair play there. Obviously, Carrick, as said in the comments, he's going to be in charge for this game. Yeah, I think United get a result here, people. I'm going to go over 2-2. 2-2. Brad, what did you say again, mate? Chelsea 3-1. McTominay to get sent off. Yeah, you put us. I think 2-2, mate. I'm going to stick with that. But yeah, people, that has been the end of reviewing, predicting, doing team of the week, all of that. Hope you've all enjoyed the new way of doing it, even the predictions. You know what I mean? I just put teams in with questions. Well, I say just. It took me an hour to do everything. So yeah, hopefully you all enjoy that. Obviously, tomorrow there's going to be a vlog to the Luton game. Obviously, I'm going to the Luton game. We are playing Cardiff. Cardiff not on the greatest form. We haven't scored in the last 3 games. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think we get the win, though. Obviously, as I said on the Luton show, I think we get the 1-0 victory. Chris says, I'm off now, pal. Take care. Great channel as always. Big up yourself. Appreciate you coming on. And yeah, take care of yourself. Appreciate everyone that come on, of course. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed the new way of doing it. Obviously, we've done team of the week as well. Brad says, I'm off too, mate. Sorry about the technical problems. No worries at all. Cheers for doing this. And yeah, obviously, as I said, Champions League knockout stages. Everyone can do a prediction. It's going to be me versus whoever. Well, me versus, all of you lot in the comments, all against each other. So yeah, we're going to be starting that from the knockout stages. And yeah, so keep your eyes out on that. And there's going to be a prize at the end of the season. Money, could be anything. I've got a few ideas, but I don't want to tease you lot with it. So yeah, but as I said, I hope you enjoyed the new way of doing it, stuff like that. And yeah, we're so close to 400 subs. So if you could subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share the channel, smash a like on this stream if you haven't already. It would be much appreciated. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow when I do the Luton vlog. So yeah, big up everyone that came on, like I said. And yeah, don't forget to smash a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, share the channel, and yeah, I will see you lot tomorrow. So take care. Oh yeah, also to Liverpool game. I've done a poll on my Instagram, link in the description. What do you lot want to see me do? Do you want a live reaction the day after or a video match reaction? So far, I've got 3 votes for a live reaction, 2 for a video match reaction. If you could do that, if you haven't already, it would be much appreciated. And yeah, by the time it's been 24 hours tomorrow, I'll see what it's on. And yeah, then I'll decide from there. So yeah, but I'm off now, people. So yeah, big up everyone that came on again. Don't forget to smash a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, share the channel, and yeah, I will see you guys in a bit. So take care and peace.